Hi guys, welcome to my channel, and today I am going to show you what is inside the box of the Wolfpack MiG-21 MF-75 Lancer C scale 148. Now, this kit, straight from the box, it comes with decals for three versions of the MiG-21. The box is quite decent. And the MiG-21, it's a beautiful plane, but the MiG-21 Lancer, it's one of the most beautiful ones there is. So we're going to build this kit. Now, when I first decided that I want to buy this kit, I did it with a small heart because this was quite an expensive kit. On top of this, the kit it's based on the Academy MiG-21. So, from my research, the Academy it's not very well known regarding this model that has great details. Actually, it lacks in details when it comes with the cockpit and the gear bay and the gear as a whole, the landing gear. So I purchased it and then I had buyer's remorse. So, what did I, what was I supposed to do? Well, the first thing I've done was to go on ChatGPT and tell him, well, look, I purchased this MiG-21, which is basically an academic kit, and I have buyer's remorse. I feel like I should refuse the delivery and had it sent back where it came from. And ChatGPT started to tell me a lot about the academy kit. Yes, it said that it's not up to the latest standards, which have been imposed by Edward with their MiGs. So right there, I had a very small heart. But when I mentioned that I actually got the Wolfpack MiG-21 MF-75 Lancer C, well, the entire conversation actually changed, and ChatGPT basically said that well, this Wolfpack kit brings improvement exactly where the academic kit lacks, and that's straight at the cockpit and the gear bay, and also has parts for the proper modification of the MiG-21, which for this plane is this particular bar here, which I'm not sure exactly what's for. This reinforcement on the where the wing um, fuses with the with the fuselage, if I can say so, and a couple of sensors. The tail it's a bit different. So yes, as a whole, the kit is supposed to be good straight from the box, and you can build a MiG-21. However, I decided to build a different MiG-21 than the one that shows here. So I bought this set of decals. I've used them before. They are quite good. Uh, Here is the shit with the decals. And the version which I'm thinking to build is the 6807 or the 6840. I'm not yet fully decided on which version, but those two are my favorites. And also, there is a couple of them here which I also like, but they look a little bit too challenging for me. So, yeah, I will stick with the three color scheme regarding the MiG-21 from Câmpia Turzi. Um, this is the instruction manual. We're gonna get to this very, very soon, so we're going to put this one on a side, and I'm going to show you exactly what we have here. So here we have the main fuselage. As you can see, it lacks details when it comes with the Edward kit. The details are not that great in the gear bay. However, this build is going to feature the MiG-21 in flight mode with the gear up. So I'm not gonna build all this, to be honest with you. I'm gonna skip it. Also, a lot of parts here are just not gonna be made because I have a resin part regarding the ejection seat. So right there, that is going to save me a lot of work. Though I have to admit, I don't have much experience working with resin parts, so that scares the bejesus out of me. So the details are crisp, the plastic seem to be decent. So yeah, not bad, not terrible. We're gonna move forward regarding the screws. We have another sprue here. Now all this they came back, so they don't gonna be here like this. But because when I purchased, oh my god, now this, yeah, it can be fixed, but we're gonna have to fix this straight away with some Tamiya cement. So yeah, good thing I noticed this one, and I can assure this is not an accident from me. It came like this, but it's only now when I noticed it. However, the details here are also decent. Though I can see the rivets, I cannot feel them when I'm swiping my fingers. Interesting. Yeah, we're gonna see how it's going to look after primer. But overall, decent. But this bugs me a little bit, but it can be fixed easily. Right. Again, here we're not going to use half of the sprue, to be honest with you, because all these parts they come in resin, including the tail end. Here we're going to have to remove the sensors. So as a whole, the only thing which I don't like is the part that the front part of the nose. I feel like it should have come as a separate part, as a ring, if you know what I mean. That's how it comes with the Edward, and this is how I would have loved to see it here. Okay, the clear part. Well, now the clear part, I didn't remove it from these bags, but trust me, it looks money. It looks very good. So yeah, nice work here. So we have the canopy, we have the landing lights, and I believe this is the heads-up display. Right. Kidoki. Now we have two identical sprues. They are for the landing gear, well, the landing wheels, for the weapons, missiles, and some fuel pods. Again, it looks pretty nice and pretty decent. I have nothing bad to say about this, to be honest with you. The rocket launcher looks pretty interesting. I might actually equip that on the plane. So now let's talk about the resin parts. So now the ejection seat actually looks awesome. I hope the camera will focalize. Here we go. So the details on this one, it's exquisite. I absolutely love it. However, however, I might actually order um, a different ejection seat that has a pilot because this plane is going to be um, shown in flight on an airplane stand. So even if I made it in landing configuration, I will still need to. Oh, so here is the instrument panel and a lot of other details here. Now, the thing which I don't like, I don't even know how to cut this. I don't know, man. I feel like I need a razor saw or something. I don't know. A chainsaw. Jesus Christ. So yeah, this is the thing which scares me about using resin parts. However, the detail it's exquisite. It's really, really, really nice. I would have loved to have a decal to put here because this seems to demand a lot of work from me. However, I would have loved some decals to put on those instrument panel. We have here some exhaust, resin exhaust. So this is nice. Now we have an entire bag with MiG-21 parts. So here is the tail. Tail, well, the tail looks really good, really good. Nice details here. However, the part which scares me the most, it's basically this resin parts. How in the world? Let me show you, because this is really bugging me, and I really don't like it. So how in the world am I going to remove these fins? I mean, Jesus, I'm supposed to cut them from here, you know? How? With what? With what I can actually cut this? And they look pretty fragile. And on top of this, they don't seem to be very washed. I mean, they went through a cure process probably, but Jesus. Oh my God, and it feels so tough. These resin parts, they definitely don't look to be, they don't seem to be very flexible. So probably I'm gonna have to study a lot of resin work on YouTube before I attempt to do any work on this plane. On top of this, here is the landing gear bay. Yeah, the details, it's nice. It's really good actually, to be honest with you. The details are exquisite. So yeah, it's surpassing the Edward details when it comes to these resin parts. However, because I will feature my plane in flight mode, not even in landing mode. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna use this stuff. We're gonna see. We're gonna see. I mean, I can do it in flight mode in the landing configuration. I don't know, but the amount of resin parts here and the technical how to create this, it's kind of scaring me. Yeah, I think I managed to bite a little bit more than I can actually chew. That's the vibes that this kit is giving me. Now, ChatGPT was right. All the parts where the model is lacking, the Wolfpack is improving with the resin parts. Now, um as a plus, the decals are created by Cartograph, they say. And Cartograph is well renowned for having really, really good decals. So on the high side, yes, we can say that decals are on the high side. However, there is still a big downside. No stencils. No stencils, none so ever, which is quite odd. We also have PE parts. They look really good. I have to say they really look decent. And we also have the kit comes with masking for canopy. And I believe behind the PE part there is something. Well, I believe this is a film, a clear film for how do they call it? The heads-up display. Now, here is the front cone. It has a scene line. It's very discreet, but still, I will probably have to polish it or something. The part which I like the most is that we have this edge here at the end of the cone, so it becomes cylindrical, and this part It's actually very well represented because the cone will be black. However, this end part is going to be silverish chrome. And that's actually right. I hope if I'm gonna make the plane in flight mode, I hope I can push the cone as far as I can because this cone goes in and out depending on the airflow that the plane needs. So at supersonic speeds, this cone actually goes out from the fuselage. It's quite neat. It's a nice thing to see on the MiG-21. Now, let's move to the instructions. Uh, the instructions, hmm, I really hoped they are going to be really, really good because there is so much resin parts. I will really, really rely on this manual to guide me through the build process. Now, as I'm looking at the kit here, it absolutely looks amazing. It's how I hope I'm going to build the plane. So, first things first, this is how the cockpit is supposed to look. So, as you can see, I will have to somehow cut it very thin. I don't have the skills to do so, I have to say. I hope I can do it right. It doesn't look overly complicated when it comes with painting. Here is the real life picture. So as you can see, this is not the green MiG color for cockpit. This is actually light gray. So this will make things easier. Uh, the instrument panel doesn't look overly complicated, so I should be able to manage this. Yeah, all the dots here at the screens, they're probably going to be hard. Clear film on the HUD, so here on the HUD we're gonna have to put this one. We have some clear parts for it. Now the part which is concerning me the most is the thing that I will have to cut the plastic here, so I can probably fit this cockpit bathtub and the top side, right? So I'll have to cut this, and yeah, this is the part which scares me the most. I really don't like doing this. I've done it before, only once. It was not bad, but I really don't like it. This is a lot of work. This feels like scratch building. It doesn't feel like building a kit. So yeah, that this for me it's a big minus. And there is another part which we have to cut. So here needs to be cut so we can fit the detail resin part for the gear bay. However, since I'm not gonna do the gear bay, I will leave it like that and close the bay. So after we manage to build the cockpit, most probably gonna have to do the first part of the fuselage. We have to be extra careful because any mistake here, we're probably going to miss a line with this part of the fuselage. So we have to be extra careful. Yeah, the resin parts are just lovely. I don't even know if I have the right CA to use on these resin parts. Hmm. It's going to be a tough kit for me on my experience level. This is going to be challenging, though I have built kits successfully. I hope this is not going to be a failed project. This was a little bit too expensive for me to bin it. I really don't want to bin it. So we have here some PE parts regarding the cockpit. It should add some nice details. Um, Canopy open, so if we do it with the canopy open, we're gonna have to use this. Interesting. Wing angle, it's at 3 degrees. Uh, 3 degrees. How am I supposed to know what 3 degrees is? Yeah, I start to have the vibe that I managed to take a bite bigger than I can actually chew. Yeah, so basically these are all the resin parts, and God help me, as I'm not sure how I can remove this. So if you have any idea, if you are an experienced modeler, please tell me how can I actually remove this from the whole block of resin. For me, this looks very challenging to say the least. Now, I do like the blue which they use here on the belly of the plane. Everything seems very easy when it comes with the plastic kit part, but when it comes with resin, the thing that worries me the most is the thing that I actually have to remove it from these blocks. I really don't like the idea of that. Everything has to be sanded. This is going to take me ages. Yeah, I have a headache. I have a headache. Yeah, this is where it shows us how to build the weapons. I love the rocket launcher. Yeah, I think it looks money. Probably going to have some fuel pads. This is not going to be something which I'm going to use. So what in the world we have here? So these are stencils which the kit does not provide. So where am I supposed to get this? Yeah, yeah. That's a big minus, mate. All right, so we got to the end of the instructions, which they're not the most detailed ones. I mean, Jesus, look at this. It only has 4 pages. 4 pages. That's kind of ridiculous, if you ask me. Hmm. All right, guys. So look, I decided to make this inbox review because I wanted to build this plane and I was not able to find a review online to see exactly what this comes with. It's a newer kit, however, the Academy kit is well known. It looks complicated. I had no idea that this sensors and things comes like this, so I don't know how to remove it. I really, really don't know how to remove this from. The only thing I can imagine is to use like a cutter. I don't know, man. I really don't know. Anyway, look, if you have any ideas how I can chisel this or something, please leave a comment. Why not give me a thumbs up? This is the first video of this channel, so if you give me a thumbs up, you will be the first which does this for the channel. And why not also subscribe? I'm going to build this one and probably I'm going to show you the build if it doesn't go south. It won't be the first time I've been a MiG-21. I actually had 3 attempts to build a network kit, and I have to say, I built the model and I was very proud of it. It looked lovely, but I managed to ruin it with painting. There is a big history there. I'm probably gonna tell you the story while I'm building the model. But this is the review. We're going to end it here. Please leave a comment if you have some advice, and why not leave a thumbs up and subscribe. See you next time.